Welcome to HD Rare Coins 111. Most people would spend these pennies without a second thought, but one mistake at the mint turned it into a treasure. Thanks. Top 1. Are you sitting on a small fortune and don't even know it? Because if you've got an old US proof set hiding in your closet, a forgotten coin in your safe, or even a shiny Eisenhower dollar with that beautiful mirror finish, your luck might just have changed forever. Today we're talking about the 1976 Eisenhower bicentennial dollar, but not just any Eisenhower dollar. We're diving into the incredibly rare, absolutely stunning 1976 proof dollar minted in San Francisco and only released in proof sets. And get this, some of these proof coins have sold for as much as $45,000. Yes, you heard that right. One single coin. One Eisenhower dollar. Up to $45,000 at auction. So why is this coin so valuable? What makes it different from the other 1976 Eisenhower dollars in circulation? And how do you know if your coin is the jackpot? Let's break it down, because collectors, dealers, and even casual coin hunters are all scrambling to find this exact coin. And after this video, you'll know exactly why. Back in 1976, the United States Mint released a special edition of coins to celebrate America's 200th birthday, the bicentennial. The quarter, half dollar, and dollar all got patriotic redesigns, including dual dates, 1776 to 1976, and unique reverse designs. The Eisenhower dollar, which features President Dwight D. Eisenhower on the front and the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon on the back, was a favorite. But among these bicentennial dollars, there's one version that stands above the rest, the 1976 Eisenhower dollar in proof condition. These were struck in San Francisco, with ultra-detailed dies and polished planchets, designed specifically for collectors. The finish is deep, reflective, almost like a mirror, with frosty details that jump off the surface. That's what we call deep cameo or DCM in the numismatic world. But here's the catch. And what makes this coin worth the big money: not all proof coins are created equal. Even coins pulled straight from proof sets can have minor flaws, haze, or weak strikes. Only a tiny fraction of these coins are flawless enough to earn the perfect PR70 deep cameo grade from major grading services like PCGS or NGC. And those are the coins that go crazy at auction. One recent sale shocked the market when a pristine, graded 1976 Eisenhower proof dollar sold for a jaw-dropping $45,000. That's not a typo. That's for $5,000. And coins in similar condition? They've regularly brought in values between $15,000 and $45,000, depending on grade, strike quality, and certification. So how do you know if your coin is one of these ultra-rare gems? Step 1. Find the mint mark. You're looking for a small S, just above the date on the front. That means it was minted in San Francisco, and only released in special sets. Step 2. Check the finish. If it looks like a mirror with strong contrast between the shiny background and frosty details, you've likely got a proof. It must be flawless to even have a shot at the big bucks. Step 3. Get it graded. Don't guess. You need an expert eye and professional certification from a company like PCGS or NGC to unlock that real value. Because let's face it, collectors want certified quality. That slab with the PR70 DCM label is your ticket to the top. Here's the best part: thousands of these coins are still out there, sitting untouched in old US Mint proof sets, passed down through families, stored in drawers, forgotten in safes and garages. It could be in your home right now. It could be in a relative's collection. It could be in your hands, and you wouldn't even know it. And here's something you should never do: don't clean the coin. Don't touch it more than necessary. And never take it out of its case if it's still sealed in a proof set. Condition is everything when it comes to value, and one tiny scratch can turn a $45,000 coin into a $10 curiosity. This is why coin collectors and treasure hunters across the United States are on the hunt. Because one shiny proof dollar, this exact coin, the 1976 Eisenhower bicentennial dollar, has become one of the hottest coins in the U.S. collectible market. In perfect proof condition, it's worth not hundreds, not just thousands, but up to $45,000. $15,000 to $45,000. Let that sink in. So don't wait. Go dig out that proof set. Take a close look. Check for the S mint mark, check that mirror finish, and if you think you've got a gem, get it professionally graded as soon as possible. You could be holding one of the most valuable modern dollars ever made. Before you go, smash that like button if you found this helpful, subscribe for more rare coin deep dives, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next opportunity to turn your spare change into serious cash. This is the time to check your coins, America, because your Eisenhower dollar might just be worth up to $45,000. Top 2. Have you ever wondered if there's hidden treasure sitting in your house right now? Because if you've got a US proof set from the early 1970s, especially 1974, you might be holding a dollar coin that could bring you a payday bigger than you ever imagined. We're talking about the iconic American $1 coin, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar, struck for collectors in beautiful proof condition. This isn't your average pocket change. This is a collector's dream, a mirror-like masterpiece struck in San Francisco, and only available in special US Mint proof sets. And here's what's driving people crazy right now. Collectors across the country are discovering that some of these 1974 proof Eisenhower dollars are now selling for jaw-dropping amounts of money. We're talking about prices that could buy you a car, a vacation home, even pay off massive debt. Let's take a closer look at why this specific coin, in this specific year, has skyrocketed in value, and how to find out if the one in your collection could be the next record-breaking sale. In 1974, the US Mint released a limited number of proof Eisenhower dollars. These coins were never intended for circulation. They were struck with extra care, using polished dies and special planchets to give them that unmistakable deep mirror finish. The result? A coin so reflective and sharp, it almost looks like a piece of jewelry. But not all 1974 proof dollars are created equal. The coins that are worth the most are the ones graded at the absolute top of the scale, PR 69, and especially the elusive PR 70 Deep Cameo. These are coins that are visually perfect. No scratches. No spots. No haze. Just pure, crisp design with high contrast between the frosted details and the mirror-like background. Now here's where things get interesting, because the number of 1974 Eisenhower dollars that survive in that flawless, ultra-high grade is extremely low. And that's exactly what makes them so valuable today. Recently, collectors have paid huge premiums for these rare proof coins. The coin market is heating up fast, especially for high-end Ike dollars. What used to sell for hundreds is now pushing into the five-figure territory, and it's happening more often than you think. There's something uniquely American about this coin. It honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a World War II hero and respected leader, and represents a moment in U.S. history right before the bicentennial celebration in 1976. That patriotic energy, combined with low survival rates and perfect condition, makes this $1 coin a collector's dream. Here's the key. Look for the small S mint mark on the coin, right below Eisenhower's neck. That S means it was struck in San Francisco as part of a proof set. If your coin is still in its original case, untouched, you're already off to a great start. But the real value comes when it's graded. If your 1974 S Eisenhower dollar has been professionally graded and it comes back as a PR 70 Deep Cameo, you might be in for the shock of your life. Because right now, in today's collector market, this single coin, $1, is selling for $15,000 to $47,000. That's not a typo. That's not hype. That's real auction prices for real coins certified in top condition. Think about that for a second. A coin that was minted for collectors, nearly forgotten in a box or drawer, now worth more than many people's yearly salaries. This is why coin collectors, investors, and treasure hunters across the US are racing to check their old proof sets. These coins are still out there. They weren't circulated. They weren't worn down in pockets or cash registers. Many are still sealed in original mint packaging, just waiting to be discovered. The next one could be in your collection. It could be in your house. It could be that one coin your parents or grandparents gave you as a keepsake. The one you almost forgot about. And here's something you must remember: never clean the coin. Don't handle it more than necessary. One tiny scratch can destroy the value instantly. If it looks like it could be flawless, shiny, clean, and untouched, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Because you don't want to guess. You want proof, literally. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar from the proof set is no longer just a piece of American history. In pristine proof condition, it's a serious investment, a hidden gem, and potentially worth $15,000 to $47,000. So if you're serious about collecting, if you're curious about what treasures you might already own, or if you just want to know how $1 could change your financial future, this is the coin to look for. Check your proof sets. Inspect your coins. And if you find a flawless 1974 Eisenhower dollar, congratulations. You might just be holding a piece of money history worth tens of thousands of dollars. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin alerts, and turn on notifications because the next treasure might already be in your hands. You just haven't discovered it yet. Stay greedy. Stay curious. And go check those coins, right now. Top 3. There's a coin sitting in thousands of homes across America right now, and most people have no idea that it could be worth a small fortune. This isn't fantasy. This is real. This is the 1977 Eisenhower dollar, a coin you may already own, especially if you've got a US Mint proof set sitting somewhere in a drawer, safe, or coin album. But here's where things get crazy. This coin, in pristine proof condition, is now selling for up to $43,000 at auctions across the country. That's right, one single dollar coin. Not silver. Not gold. Just pure collectible magic from 1977. And if you think the Eisenhower dollar isn't valuable, think again. Because in the world of high-grade proof coins, this year is becoming a serious money magnet. Collectors are scrambling, auction houses are buzzing, and rare coin dealers are paying record-setting prices for the best of the best. So what makes the 1977 Eisenhower dollar from a proof set so special? Let's break it down. In 1977, the U.S. Mint in San Francisco released a limited batch of proof Eisenhower dollars, coins made not for circulation, but for collectors. These proof coins were struck using polished dies and highly reflective planchets, resulting in that beautiful, deep mirror finish that pops under any light. If you see that glossy shine and sharp frosty design contrast, you're probably holding a proof. But here's the twist. While thousands of proof coins were made, almost none have survived in flawless, untouched condition. Most have small marks, cloudiness, or tiny imperfections that destroyed their top-grade potential. But every once in a while, a perfect coin surfaces, graded PR70 Deep Cameo by PCGS or NGC, and when that happens, collectors go wild. Because these coins are next to impossible to replace. And that's why the 1977 Eisenhower dollar, when found in a perfect state from a proof set, is hitting auction values between $15,000 and $43,000. You've heard that right, $15,000 to $43,000, for a coin that could be sitting in your attic, in your parents' old coin collection, or in a proof set you haven't opened in years. This isn't a myth. These are real sales. Real money. Real coins. You might be thinking, wait, wasn't the bicentennial celebration in 1976? Yes, but the Eisenhower dollar didn't just disappear after that. The 1977 edition marks the return to the original reverse design with the eagle landing on the moon, and that makes it a critical year for collectors who want the complete Ikes series. And remember, 1977 was one of the final years the Eisenhower dollar was minted before being replaced by the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. That makes these later year proof coins even more desirable to collectors trying to complete pristine sets. Now here's what you need to look for. First, check your coin for the S Mint mark, located just above the date. That tells you it was minted in San Francisco, where all the official US Mint proof coins were made. Next, look at the surface. Is it mirror-like? Is the relief design, Eisenhower's profile and the eagle on the back, frosty and sharply defined? That means it might be a deep cameo. But don't stop there. Even if it looks flawless to you, you absolutely need to get it professionally graded. Because the difference between a PR 69 and a PR 70 can mean the difference between a few $100s and $43,000. And please, whatever you do, don't clean the coin. Don't touch it with bare fingers. Don't take it out of its holder if it's still sealed in the original proof set packaging. One fingerprint, one scratch, and that massive payday disappears. This is why thousands of collectors are digging through their proof sets right now. Because the 1977 Eisenhower dollar, when it shows up in top-tier condition, is one of the most undervalued and profitable coins of its kind. This is your chance to cash in. You don't need to be a lifelong collector. You don't need expensive equipment. All you need is one lucky proof set and a little bit of knowledge. You might already have the coin. You just didn't know what it was worth until now. So go find your 1977 proof set. Check for that S mint mark. Look for that flawless mirror shine. And if you think you've got something special, send it to PCGS or NGC and have it graded. Because in today's rare coin market, the right 1977 Eisenhower proof dollar is worth not just hundreds, not just thousands, but up to $43,000. That's 15,000 to 43,000 real American dollars for one coin. $1. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. The next big discovery could be sitting right in your home. Smash that like button if you're checking your proof sets right now. Hit subscribe for more jaw-dropping coin values hiding in plain sight. And turn on notifications because the next coin we talk about might make you even richer. Go check your coins. Your future wealth might be waiting in that little proof set from 1977. Top 4. There's a $1 coin that could be worth more than a new car, and most people have absolutely no idea it even exists. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's not a rare colonial relic. It's the 1978 Eisenhower dollar, and if yours came from an official U.S. mint proof set, you could be sitting on one of the most valuable modern coins in American numismatic history. Listen closely, because collectors across the country are quietly hunting down this exact coin, and the reason is simple: in perfect proof condition. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar has been known to sell for $15,000 to $41,000. Yes. That's real. That's confirmed. And it could be sitting in your home right now. Now, if you're thinking, wait, wasn't the bicentennial in 1976? You're right. But here's the truth. The Eisenhower dollar continued production until 1978, and that final year, 1978, marks the end of the Ike dollar era, making it an incredibly important year for collectors who want to complete their sets or own a piece of numismatic history before it disappeared forever. But here's where it gets really exciting. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar, minted in San Francisco, the proof version, was never released for circulation. It was only made for collectors. It features that iconic mirror-like finish and sharp frosted design that screams quality the second you lay eyes on it. And if that coin, from a U.S. mint proof set, has been perfectly preserved, flawless, untouched, free of spots or scratches, then you might be holding something worth tens of thousands of dollars. We're not talking about coins found in pocket change. We're not talking about circulated pieces worn down by time. We're talking about true collector-grade proof coins, graded at PR 70 Deep Cameo by PCGS or NGC, the highest possible designation. These coins are museum quality, visually perfect, and stunning to the eye. But they're also extremely rare. Thousands of 1978 S-proof Eisenhower dollars were minted, but almost none have survived in the top-grade condition that serious collectors demand. Most coins from that year have haze, milk spots, or hairline scratches, all of which kill their value instantly. But the few that do make the cut, they're bringing in massive money. We've seen auction records. We've seen private sales. And in today's booming coin market, fueled by investor demand, nostalgia, and rising interest in modern U.S. coinage, this one-proof coin is quickly becoming a hot commodity. Now here's what you need to do. First, dig out your proof set from 1978. Look for the Eisenhower dollar. Flip it over. Does it shine like a mirror? Does it have sharp contrast between the design and background? That's what we call deep cameo, the signature of a true proof coin. Next, check for the S mint mark. That means it was struck in San Francisco, only for collectors, and not meant to enter circulation. Still sealed in the original US Mint plastic case? Even better. Never touched? That's ideal. But don't stop there. The only way to truly unlock the value is to get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. These are the top-tier coin grading companies in the world, and their certification is what transforms your coin from interesting to investment grade. And you want that PR70 Deep Cameo designation. That's the magic. That's the grade that gets collectors opening their wallets, because they know just how impossible it is to find a perfect example from that year. And here's the number everyone wants to hear. If your 1978 Eisenhower proof dollar comes back as a perfect coin, untouched by time, graded at the highest possible level, it could sell for $15,000 to $41,000. One coin. $1. A potential payday of up to $41,000. Think about it. That proof set you got as a gift, the one sitting untouched in a box, could be worth more than a new SUV. And most people would never think twice about it. Don't make that mistake. Go check your collection. Check your parents' or grandparents' coin sets. Look at estate sales. Visit antique shops. These coins are out there, and most of them are being overlooked. But now you know the truth. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar-proof coin could be one of the last great treasures hiding in plain sight. And it's not just history. It's not just beauty. It's real value, up to $41,000, confirmed, proven, and documented. So do this now. Like this video if you're heading to check your coins. Subscribe if you want to hear about the next coin that could make you rich. Turn on those notifications, because trust me, these opportunities don't last forever. Your proof set might be holding one of the most valuable $1 coins in the country. Go find it. Go check it. And if it's perfect, cash in big. $15,000 to $41,000. That's the power of one coin. Top 5. What if I told you that an old $1 coin sitting in your drawer could be worth more than $40,000? That's not clickbait. That's not hype. That's real. Because right now, collectors are going absolutely crazy over a very specific coin, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar with a D mint mark. And if yours came from a proof or high-quality mint set, you might be holding a jackpot without even knowing it. People all over the country are racing to check their coin collections. Why? Because this 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar, when found in top-tier, ultra-rare condition, is being valued in the 5-figure range by serious collectors and top-tier grading services. Now here's where things get wild. 1974 wasn't a bicentennial year. The bicentennial was celebrated in 1976. But production of Eisenhower dollars was already ramping up for the big event. And during 1974, the Denver Mint struck one of the most underrated and overlooked coins in the Ike dollar series. The 1974 D. Eisenhower dollar is often dismissed because it's not silver and wasn't made in San Francisco like most proof coins. But here's the secret. Some of these Denver minted coins came out with such crisp strikes, clean surfaces, and near-proof-like finishes, they've become absolute unicorns in the coin world. And the kicker? Some examples have now been graded by PCGS and NGC at the highest levels, and the value for these elite coins has absolutely exploded. That's why collectors are searching for these 1974 D dollars in mint sets, in uncirculated rolls, and in untouched collections. Because most people didn't know what they had. And here's what you need to understand. This is not your typical pocket change. Most Eisenhower dollars have been banged up in circulation. They're scratched, dull, worn down. But a 1974 D Eisenhower dollar that somehow stayed flawless for decades? That's a once-in-a-generation find. A coin like that, when graded at MS68 or better, with a flashy surface and no visible marks, becomes a centerpiece of any advanced U.S. coin collection. If you've got one with that brilliant luster, full details, and clean fields, especially if it looks like it could be proof-like, you need to get it graded. Because just one of those coins has the potential to change your life. And don't forget, the D on this coin stands for Denver. That tiny mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint in 1974, in the lead up to America's bicentennial series. And it's often overlooked because people assume all valuable Ikes came from San Francisco. Wrong. This Denver minted coin, when discovered in pristine condition, is shocking collectors with its rarity and value. Here's what to look for. Pull out any 1974 Eisenhower dollar coins from your collection. Flip it and look just above the date. If you see a small D, you've got a Denver minted piece. Now check the surface. Is it glowing? Flashy? Sharp details in Eisenhower's hair, eagle feathers on the back, no scratches? That's what you want. And if it's still sealed in a government-issued mint set? Even better. Now send it to PCGS or NGC and have it professionally graded, because unless it's in a certified slab with a high MS grade, you'll never know its real value. These companies can confirm if your coin meets the elite standard that investors and collectors are paying a premium for. And here comes the number that has everyone talking, a flawless 1974 D Eisenhower dollar, from a mint or proof-like set, in untouched condition, graded at the top of the scale, can sell for between $15,000 and $48,000. Yes. One single dollar coin. Up to 48,000 real American dollars. That's more than a brand new car. That's a year's salary. That's a life-changing find sitting in a drawer, forgotten for decades, waiting to be discovered. So if you've ever owned a mint set, inherited a coin collection, or just tossed old coins in a box somewhere, go check. Right now. Because this one coin could be the biggest hidden treasure you've ever owned. Like this video if you're heading to your stash right now. Subscribe to this channel for more life-changing coin finds. And turn on that notification bell because we're dropping more videos on coins that are exploding in value. And you do not want to miss the next one. The 1974 D Eisenhower dollar from a mint set isn't just history, it's money. It's potential. And in top condition, it's worth up to $48,000. Don't sleep on this. Go find your coin. And make sure it's not the one everyone else overlooked.